Let's face it, the news used to be kinda boring, but that was before reality TV star Donald Trump entered the Oval Office. His off-the-cuff remarks and tweets raised a lot of questions. Did he really say that? On purpose? It would be a full-time job to process all of his weird, inaccurate, or downright troubling statements, so we're gonna focus on the very dumbest things said by Donald Trump. It wasn't easy to narrow down the list, but we're pretty confident we got the best, or rather, worst ones. Remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to spell check your comments. This isn't the presidential Twitter after all. Number 8. Strange hobbies. Trump claims that Rosie O'Donnell fired the first shot in their Twitter war. Whoever started it, he's called her fat, a loser, out of control, and a pig. But the strangest thing he ever said about Rosie was,
"So probably I'll sue her, because it would be fun."
Look, rich people have expensive hobbies, but since when did suing become one of them? You have as much money as Trump? Wouldn't your go-to fun activity be jet skiing or partying on a yacht? Apparently not. He thinks legal action against actresses is great recreation. Or maybe he just enjoys arguing with her. He tweeted that he missed her after her heart attack, to Rosie's understandable shock. Number 7. Whose honor is it anyway? Sure, hosting a president of the United States or hearing him speak live is a pretty cool event. A lot of Americans never get the chance, but it seems kinda rude for the president to explain just how cool it is. Trump said outright,
"What a great honor it must be for you to honor me tonight."
Judging by the laughter that followed, it was intended as a joke. Still doesn't seem very classy though. Is it really an honor to hear someone talk about what a great honor it is to honor them? Wow, there's a tongue twister. Number 6. What women want. Trump insists that it was locker room talk to say,
Anyway, and when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy.
by itself, those words are more creepy than dumb. But he followed this up by stating,
I have tremendous respect for women.
Have you ever
and
done those
women
things?
have respect for me.
normally that will be great to hear. But once you realize that the same man bragged about being able to grab women, it's not so nice. These completely different sentences combine into a whole dumber than the sum of their parts. Number 5. Puerto Rico's tiny budget. In the wake of tragedy, most politicians at least pretend to feel sad and focus on important matters. Apparently, Trump never quite mastered that art. After Puerto Rico was hit by Hurricane Maria, the president said,
Now, I hate to tell you, Puerto Rico, but you've thrown our budget a little out of whack.
even if this was merely a joke and really bad taste, it still doesn't make any sense. In the decade after Hurricane Katrina hit, the federal government spent over $120 billion on relief and infrastructure. That's a lot more so-called budget whack than the $8 billion Puerto Rico has received for Hurricane Maria. Maybe Trump's arithmetic needs some practice. Number 4. Oh Daddy. Trump has made more than a few strange remarks about his daughter Ivanka. It's common knowledge that he once said,
Of a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know.
Ivanka laughed it off at the time, but the creepiness goes back even further, to when she couldn't defend herself. On a different interview, when she was only a baby, Trump was already saying odd things. He remarked that she had inherited her mother's legs and that it remained to be seen if her breasts had yet formed. That seems like an inappropriate joke to make about your wife, much less your infant child. Number 3. Family values. Maybe Trump simply doesn't understand how families work. He once declared that,
When you get these terrorists, you have to take out their families.
we're not sure how he'd rationalize that one. The Geneva Convention, modern military procedure, and human decency all come down pretty hard against that idea. This is one of those cases where we really hope he was speaking off the cuff, not mulling over policy. Number 2. Holding out for a hero. Trump can brag all he wants about business and the art of the deal, but he doesn't look too smart when he tries talking about war. He once mocked veteran and Senator John McCain by saying,
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
John McCain spent 5 years being tortured and refusing early release because he didn't want to leave his comrades behind. McCain's actions certainly speak louder than Trump's words. And who exactly was Trump trying to impress? Military families certainly didn't appreciate his comments. Number 1. The wrong wall. No one thought it would happen this way, but in a bizarre twist, Donald Trump's most infamous campaign promise bore some fruit. He famously vowed to build a wall on the border and make Mexico pay for it.
I will build a great, great wall on our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for
for that wall.
After 3 years of presidency, he never made this happen, despite his claims that Mexico was bringing in rapists and murderers. But if Donald Trump couldn't tighten the border, a global pandemic did its part. After the COVID-19 outbreak, Mexico actually started heightening their own border security, and obviously they're the ones paying for it. It's a strange world where, even by accident, this particular promise came through a little. Look, we get it. Everybody slips up and says a dumb thing now and again. It's part of being human. But Donald Trump has taken it to a whole new level. Entire news segments have been devoted to dissecting his various tweets. It's just one of the many strange symptoms of his presidency. We gotta say this much. The news has never been boring since he entered the Oval Office. If this crazy world seems like too much, Morongo TV is here to brighten your mood and tease your brain. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and set the bell for alerts on similar videos. Morongo TV. Motivation, inspiration, fun. Thanks for watching!